What's up, man? How's everybody doing? Who's
Good,
looking
man.
forward to the weekend? Who got big plans? How was your week? Oh, really? Great. So now, let's get right into it. Music first.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Music dropped.
Come on, let's argue about Meek.
Expensive Pain.
Boy,
Dope title. Dope artwork.
I love the title. I love the artwork.
I don't
I
love
hate the artwork. I love the title.
Love the title. Don't like the artwork. I like the album though.
It's because y'all broke.
I hate the album.
Okay.
1 to 10.
First listen. Oh, I've listened 1.5 times. I would say somewhere in the 7 range
7.
for me.
Yeah, I got to check it out.
You listening yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Got to check it out.
What-
Just came out like a couple of hours ago.
All right, so 1 to 10, right?
Uh-huh.
You heard the whole thing?
I heard the whole thing 3 times.
3 times. Okay.
Yes.
It just
to
came
make sure I
out.
wasn't tripping.
But it just came out.
It came out at midnight.
So you heard it 3 times?
Yes,
That's why you press play on at midnight.
You-
I did. I did press play at midnight. I was looking forward to this album. I wanted to hear the Meek album.
Yeah.
I press play at midnight too. But
Yeah.
It came
like,
out
I-
at midnight. You got a young daughter. You heard it 3 times.
She was asleep. My daughter's asleep, bro. Schedule.
Dang, okay, good.
Yeah. But when I rate an album 1 to 10, to answer you, I'm doing it strictly on a numbers basis. However many songs, the songs I like, and I'm coming up with the percentage.
Gotcha.
you changing your
No,
shit.
no. I'm making it. I'm doing it that way because people said I'm bugging. I'm giving you a factual.
I like your system of rating against his previous
Oh,
work.
well, if I rate it against his previous work, then it's even lower than my 1 to 10 rating.
Oh, goddamn.
This is the worst album he's put out.
Oh, I disagree.
To me.
I disagree.
This is a 1
This is one of my favorite ones he put out.
This is a 1.
This is a
On
1.
1 to 10.
out of 1 to 10. 2 out of 18 records. It's 11%. It's a 1.
But then you got to give some of the songs a 5 or a 6.
No, I don't.
They might not be bangers, but they can be all right.
This is Lil Durk album to me. I don't even hear Meek. I hear Meek impersonating Durk. So, first off, Meek is known for the intros. I go to the intro. Cool.
I didn't like the intro.
Hate Me Now beat. Classic. Love it. I hate this fast flow, the Flamers flow. I hate when he does that.
The Flamers flow?
Yes.
That's what it's called, the Flamers.
Well, because he named the record Flamers
Oh,
Flow.
gotcha.
That's like the old Meek mixtape flow that he used to use.
Gotcha.
I was never a fan of that. So I was turned off from the intro. And it was the first time on a Meek album that I did not like the intro.
I didn't love this intro either. I'm with you on that.
I'll say that was true for me.
Yeah.
You ain't like the intro?
It just wasn't the normal Meek intro I'm used to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Meek is
Meek
like
intro is
he's
a
an
movie.
intro nigga.
It's a movie.
Like you know you getting something with the intro.
Gotcha.
I pressed play and I thought maybe I made a mistake and was on track 2.
That's what I thought too. No
I
bullshit.
was like, nah, this is not the intro. Nah. Oh shit, this is the intro. Really? Nah, I'm cool. But I let every record play. Usually I'll skip the song.
Yeah, if something don't hit you, you'll just skip it.
Nope. I literally sat down and let this entire album play. By track maybe 6, if this wasn't Meek and an album that I was really looking forward to, I'd have cut it off.
Damn.
Kept it going. I like 2 songs off of this album, which is the title track, Expensive Pain,
I like that song a lot.
Love
and
that
Tweaking featuring Vori. Those are the only 2 records that I'm cool with. Everything else,
You like the Baby and Dirk record?
no. I didn't like that when it came out as the single.
Song. Yeah, all right. I'm back with another one, man. If I never hear Meek and Dirk and Baby again, I'm cool.
See, my problem with them,
I'm okay.
my problem with the sound of this album, Meek is their OG.
Uh-huh. He shouldn't be doing what they
He
doing.
shouldn't be right.
But Meek is a businessman.
Okay.
So a part of evolution and growth is that if you see something moving and the units are moving, you kind of got to get the fans a little bit of what they want. And they dictating what they want by how popular these little niggas are, right? So you kind of got to give a little bit of, not transform your whole style into what they doing. I don't agree with that. I didn't hear it yet, but I don't agree with that. But again, if this is what's creating the money and the revenue coming in,
Right.
you got to get the fans a little bit of that.
I'll tell you what I liked about the album
Okay,
since you just
good,
got
'cause
your hate
I'm
out.
gonna respond to
I
that.
didn't feel like he was yelling at me the whole time, like he does on a lot of projects.
That was
Like
great.
it was sounded
That is
like
him.
shout out to Cruz, man. I think it was the
That
first
was
time he
great.
mixed the whole project. So shout out to him because he didn't feel like he was yelling at me the whole time, which I loved. From Championship, I'm glad there was less flips. Like Championships was mad flips.
Beat
Like,
flips, you mean?
Yeah, like something that
Yeah.
was already out.
Yeah.
There was the intro, and then after that, he kind of left it alone, which I liked a lot. And there was nothing really on there that was turned me off. Like, it was a bad record to me. Not
See,
too
me,
much.
I listened to this album and I'm like, this is not the same person that made championships. This is not the same person that made wins and losses. This is not the same person that made Dreams Worth More Than Money. This is not the same person that made Dreams and Nightmares. Like, none of those albums, this don't sound like
Well, then
me.
that leads to the conversation of, do you want your favorite artist to remain the same album
Indeed.
to album?
I was about to say
because before you ever saw any music, Meek showed you via his socials
that he's changing.
he was changing.
He's a different person. I was about to jump into that.
It's totally
He's
different.
grown.
I don't need to get into
But
all
you're
the
not
ways in
grown.
which how.
This sounds- this
but
is-
he looks like a totally different
He
Meek.
acts
He
even when he
hangs with a
talks.
different
Yes.
crowd.
Yes.
He
Yes.
speaks different. Even the things he's in search of.
Exactly.
Even though I disagree that he goes on Twitter and fucking does it, but the thing
I
is
like
that
that,
his
though.
mind.
I
is,
think he's trolling when he. I like that. When he
I'm
goes
just
on Twitter
saying
and
where his mind is.
The conversations are
clearly
different,
lets
yo.
us know he ain't the same
True.
Meek from House Party.
As he shouldn't be. That was
right,
10
he
years
should.
ago.
And even the title of the album, right? And again,
artwork,
I
all of
didn't
that.
really get into the album, but the artwork, some ill artist did it, right?
Yeah.
Title of the album, Expensive Pain. When they asked him about it on Gilly shit, he was like, "Yo, this shit could mean a plethora of things. This could mean the fucking car that you crashed, or you couldn't pay the rent, or just whatever he was saying." And then you listen to it, and you do hear what his version of Expensive Pain was. All the things that I'm losing as I climb this ladder, but I'm not going to stop. So
sounds
I
like the
like
title
where
track.
he was
I
at.
love that.
I love that.
I like
That's the
where
title
he's-
track.
Yeah, let me play the title track a
That's
little bit. Go ahead.
what Joe just said is describing the title track, which is one of my favorite records on the album.
No, he did this.
This
He
probably could have been the
smoked
intro.
I would have loved that.
Yeah.
This sets the tone.
See, for me, that's Meek's bag.
Right there.
That shit.
That's his
When
pocket.
yes,
That's his groove. When he's in that bag,
he's unfuckwittable.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stop taking the fucking thoughts out of my head.
But no,
But when he hops
I agree.
in these other
The
lanes
auto-tuning lanes.
these other lanes that may be a bit more congested,
Uh,
that's a good way to say that.
okay.
He doesn't stand out as much because there's traffic here. But when he does this, boy,
Yeah.
he's the fastest car out there. It don't matter how many cars is trying to do this.
That's him.
He does that. Yeah, that's his shit.
Gotcha.
So, man, I do want to hear the rest of it. I was disappointed that it sounded like he got into this bag later on down the album, but in the streaming era, I understand that. I know why people do that now, unless you dedicate your whole album to this. I think I like Championships a little more than this on first listen. I'm going to give this time to settle in. Try to listen to this in some different moods versus the one I've been in today.
Yeah. It'd be hard, too, like, when we come in here, got to talk about something after hearing it at midnight. Midnight might not be the best time to listen.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why
You
I
might have had a
let you do it.
shitty day.
That's why I listened. I told you I listened 3 times. That's why. I gave it the midnight run just because it was out. I want
Right.
to see if anything stands out, anything grabs me off the first listen.
Right.
But I will say Meek for a lot of people is that artist, is the feature artist that you wait for and
Yes.
you
Oh,
listen
for
to
sure.
the
Especially
album.
he ain't dropped since 18. He ain't dropped an album.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear this.
Championships was 18.
Yes. Championships was 2018.
Late 2018.
That was a real good album.
That was in
That was
the
a good
top albums of
I
that
like
year
that
to
album
me.
a lot. I did. This one, it just felt like niggas had to put something out.
I didn't
I was
get that.
just
I didn't
getting ready
get
to
that
say-
from this.
You
I didn't.
you didn't.
I didn't get that from this. Not at all. I think that there were, you know, again, length of album shit, but any top tier artist is going to go longer, and they probably should because that's the game. But it didn't. It felt like they tried to do something, and to me, and that's kind of how I grade albums. Like, were you trying to do something? Was it something a little different or something cool?
Some growth.
And did you achieve it?
Some evolution.
Yeah.
To me, he did those things, and I enjoy it. I mean,
See,
that's
to me,
all for one
To me,
listen.
this doesn't look as evolution to me because, like, again, you're using the flows that early mixtape Meek used. So that's not evolution. That's
Sonically is evolutionary
Well,
to me.
I
Maybe
get that
I'm just stuck on that part because usually a Meek project, I'm exhausted by track 8.
See, when I hear, I'm comparing him to his own work. When I hear Championships, he's talking. Like, it's not the like he's not rapping fat. You're not doing.
He did some talking.
He was
on
talking
He
on
did.
there.
He did some talking on here.
I on the records that I'm saying, he's talking.
He talked on some of the records that might not be my favorite.
Right. That's another thing that I was going to say is he was rapping pretty well on this project to me.
Again, wasn't it for me.
I feel
That's
you.
all.
But you might be more of an invested Meek fan than I am. I'm
Yes.
not really that deeply
See, I
invested
am.
as a Meek fan. I like his jams, and I always listen to his albums, but I don't necessarily go back to them because, again,
Like,
I
even
usually
when I saw the
feel
feature-
exhausted after.
Even when I saw the features, there were certain records that I knew I couldn't wait to get to. Like We Slide featuring Thug. I know what they did with We Ball,
Right.
which is one of my probably a top 10 Meek record to me. So I couldn't wait, and I didn't skip. I let it play in order.
Right.
And I heard it, and I'm like, this ain't what I expected it to be. There's a lot of misses on here to me. Cold Hearted, the first two are amazing. I get the Cold Hearted 3, and I'm like, damn. Like, I just had higher expectations, I guess, coming off of championships, with it being this long, after pandemic year. The EP he put out last year was great. The quarantine pack, the four songs.
See, I didn't love that.
I love that.
Interesting.
So it's like,
Anytime he start with Turn Me Up, Cruise,
Yeah,
he going where he need to go. Congratulations to Meek, man.
absolutely.
Shout out to him. Hopefully this album does well for you.
I'm sure.
I
it will.
love
oh
seeing
yeah, I think it will.
Yeah, I think it will too.
Noodle Bun. Enough, Daddy.